Here at Lynn Benton Community College, and all eyes are on our exciting matchup between Lynn Benton's Maisie Reeser and Chemeketa's Ayana Benavides.
Both players are freshmen and top scorers for their teams, along with being the leading players in points per set in both out-of-conference and in-conference play.
Thank you for tuning in to KBVR-TV. I'm Jenna Benson, joined here with Nick Munoz.
Last time we saw these two go head-to-head at their September 19th matchup at the Storm Center, they both put on a show, but even with Benavides' strong performance, the Roadrunners won all three sets with their defense keeping the Storm under 15 points per set. But it's a new day, and the Storm team is surely hungry for a rematch. Wipe away last matchup. This game is going to be a good one, Jenna.
Nick, the Roadrunners sit third in the conference at 6-2, with the Storm trailing behind with a record of 3-6, placing them seventh in the conference. How important do you think a win today would be for both teams?
It would be huge. A win today could set both teams up perfectly to make a playoff push, but for the Roadrunners in particular, this would be the move they need to take a good jab for that first place spot in the South region of the Northwest Athletic Conference.
Now for our sideline reporter, Brady Elliott, who talked to Lynn Benton head coach Jamie Frazier before the game.
Thanks, guys. I was able to talk to head coach Jamie Frazier before the game. She stressed two key things to me. First was bringing energy, and second was a next man up mentality. Bringing energy, whether you're on the court or off the court, will be key tonight for the players on the court feeding off that energy. She also stressed bringing up that next man mentality. If you're on the bench, be ready to get out there on the court and make a play. I'm really excited for tonight's matchup, and back to you guys.
For Lynn Benton's starting lineup, we have sophomore libero number 2, Mia Monahan, freshman setter number 4, Josie Jennis, sophomore middle blocker number 8, Annabelle Peterson, sophomore opposite number 9, Amy Pappas, freshman outside number 12, Maisie Reeser, freshman outside number 13, Lucy Schuler, and sophomore middle blocker number 16, Ava Elliott.
And as for the Chemeketa Storm, we'll have that starting lineup soon later in the matchup once we receive it following the break.
A lot is on the line for the Roadrunners today, as the Storm surely won't go down easily. Thank you once again for tuning in. We'll jump into the start of the first set right after this. Welcome back to our KBVR broadcast. We are just going to hear the lineups for our Roadrunners.
7-2 in the NWAC South region.
Today we are going to
Number 1, a freshman libero.
we're going to have a matchup against our own number 12, Macy Reeser off of the Roadrunners, and number 11 off of Chemeketa Storm, Iana Benavides.
Massey Reeser in the last matchup between Chemeketa had a fantastic day, Jenna. Overall, she was a real big reason of why they were able to walk away with the win. She had 6 kills on the day, which is a really big, impressive feat. She did have 3 errors, but overall, she was a huge point of why they were so successful on that matchup. She also had an extra assist on that day. At the Storm Center, they performed really well. They were able to completely sweep the Storm in a massive fashion. 25 in the first round, 25 in the second round, 25 in the third round, 14 allowed in the first round, 14 allowed in the second round, and then 12 allowed in the third round. They completely walked in that and walked out of it in under the 90-minute mark. They were done. That was a fantastic matchup, and you'd have to imagine that coming into this one, they'd want to replicate that once again, now defending home turf.
Yes, that home field court advantage is really going to come in clutch for the Roadrunners today as they shut down the Chemeketa Storm, hopefully once again after that brutal defeat last time. We are looking at Mia Monahan for our libero on the Roadrunners side after she got quite a few assists last time, digging up a lot of the offensive line on Chemeketa Storm's balls and going back. So how are you thinking the Roadrunners defense will perform today, Nick?
I would assume that they're going to have a strong matchup overall, especially with how we're going to be able to take this. And when you look at this team, you would assume that they're going to have a strong defensive matchup in front, considering they're so good at shooting on the outside. This Chemeketa Storm team is. So for the Roadrunners, playing good on the outside, having your best players be able to move around the court as fast as you can. This is a high-flying Chemeketa Storm offense. It's the only reason they've been so effective in the in-conference play games that they've won. They are 3-6, but even then, that's still 3 wins you got to keep an eye on. If they were 0-9, do what you got to do to pull off the win. But since they're 3-6, you got to look at those wins and see what they do best. That's what they do best. Start off fast, shoot to the outside. You got to play good defense against that.
We have our starting lineups on both teams getting ready for the court here. We are going to be getting into the first set shortly. Looks like we have number 12 on the Roadrunners, Maisie Reeser, helping get the team motivated and hyped up. We have her starting front row, it looks like. We have number 8.
It's a very young front. I also would like to add the fact that they have a ton of young pieces. Obviously, it's primarily a group of freshmen and sophomore, but the fact that they have an almost complete freshman back half, that's pretty impressive to have that type of lineup, and then also having a depth chart that you can go into and lean on these younger players. This is a team that isn't afraid to try to play their young starters early and throughout, so it's going to be interesting to see if we have any early sub-ins here with their younger players.
And we're starting off with a serve from Chemeketa, and the Roadrunners return it with their first kill of the game, setting the score at 1-0.
Mia Monahan with the nice kill there.
We are looking at a serve from wow, nice swing on that one, number 13, Lucy Schuler with that. Oh, and the Roadrunners were unfortunately tooled on that one. The Chemeketa Storm were able to return it, and we are looking at number 11, Iana Benavides, serving it up to our Roadrunners.
And just like that, as I said, keep an eye on those outside spots. This Storm team loves to go deep there and take their shots, and there it pays off.
Oh, and there we go. The Storm defense. Yes, the Storm defense were their own worst enemy on that one, and the ball came down their side of the court, down the fronts of their blockers. We now have number 1, Avery Axemaker, serving for the Roadrunners.
I believe that was Annabelle Peterson on that deflection around the line.
We've got setter number 2 for Storm right up in the box. She sets it up, middle tip, and then we have 4, set it up, down, middle. We go over, set it up, outside again. Oh, over the block, but we got it digged up, and then outside from our Roadrunners, but it was saved. We got an opposite block, save. Oh no, we now have a 2-3 score showing in the gym right now, with a number 6 serving for Chemeketa Storm.
That was a nice set of plays for the Storm on that previous possession, and Sierra Summer there to end it off with a fantastic move. As now they've tied it all up here with a fantastic block. Goes in right directly into the net, and we're immediately tied, and this is a fast-moving game already early.
We're back over on the Roadrunners serving. That was a nice swing and up from number 3, Claire Bitter. And, oh, that was marked out. Point, Chemeketa Storm. We have another sub-rotation. It looks like we're getting a new setter in. Kayla Welk is coming out. In comes number 10, Brooklyn Lindsay, to serve.
Lindsay in their last matchup had 2 assists and was really good in setting up her fellow Storm teammates. Let's see if she can have that type of impact today.
Nice deep to position number 1. We got it back. Oh, there we go.
Nice
Saved
move.
off the block. Up we go again. Set on this Roadrunners. Outside hit, blocked, and they were tooled. It is a Roadrunner point.
Nice job there getting your hands up and getting involved. Macy Reeser already getting involved there, getting her hands up, pulling the tool. Nice set of events for the Roadrunners.
This is a neck-and-neck game so far as we watch another outside hit go on. Oh, block saved, up. Oh, we have a whistle. Was a player in the net? No, we have 4 hits. They are not calling that a block on the Roadrunners side.
It's a nice turn of events there then for the Roadrunners to avoid that and still now remain with the 2-point lead, 5-3 here.
Oh, a nice tip off the net serve from Macy Reeser and an up. And then we're going another outside hit on the Roadrunners. Blocked, but saved. And are they going to free it? No, they're hitting. Up they go. Setting outside on the Storm. Oh, they touched it and it went out. Point Storm. We are looking at 5-4 Storm.
I like Maya Monahan's mindset there, diving for it, seeing if she can keep it in play. Obviously, you end up touching it and flies out of bounds. It counts as a point there for Chemeketa, but either way, it was a nice hustle there by Maya.
Oh, that was a beautiful number 1 smackdown from number 16, middle blocker. And she is subbed out as we have number 2, Mia Monahan, going back to serve for Lynn Benton Roadrunners.
That was a beautiful diving attack there.
And it's up and it's over. We've got another set to outside. It's behind the 10-foot line. Oh, it hit the ceiling on the Roadrunners, but they saved it. I don't believe that made it, Nick. It did not.
I don't think that made it either, and I think it does go against the Roadrunners there.
Yeah, point to Storm. Here we go. Number 12, Hannah Calloway, going to serve. We have 3 defensive deep players going for Roadrunners. Will they be able to return this ball as it comes right to number 2, Maya Monahan? Opposite hit, and she got it out. Point Roadrunners. We're looking at 7-5 Roadrunners as we go in for a new server subbed in.
Lana Gillis there in on the strike. That huge frame coming into play there. On the replay, it looks even better. That was a nice hit there for the Roadrunners to further extend this lead.
Up we go. Lefty server. Up we go. And then middle hit. Oh, off the block. Point Storm. Roadrunners were not able to scoop that up off the block, but they at least got hands on it.
I like the hustle there. Like you said, they got hands on it, so it shows the aggressiveness, but it touched a few of them, and unfortunately, none of them were in the area to recover, and Lynn Benton ends up walking away, giving up a point, making this a 1-score game once again.
We have a nice serve that was good from Kayla Welk. Up we go on that, saved by number 11, and over on an opposite hit. This one looks like it's going to be a pipe down from Reeser. Will they save it? Save from Benavides. Free ball over the net, right to the libero. We're setting it up for the outside on the Roadrunners. Right to their back row. They are staying alive, the Storm. This game has been neck and neck, and we have a tip from number 4, Josie Janis. And she got that kill.
That was fantastic. What a great overall volley between both teams, and give it up there for the young hitter, being able to make it happen. Now the Roadrunners continue to play with their food a bit here, making it a close game every now and then, but they're able to pull away every time when it matters. And we've yet to see a tie game since the early waning seconds.
Oh, wow, that was very short on number 9's part, that middle hit. But we have another middle, oh, right in the same spot. Number 8, Annabelle Peterson. She saw that hole in the Storm's floor, and she just put it right there.
Peterson was a killer last game, 7 kills on the day. She was fantastic. She had an assist, 1 error, and already there she looks to start off and hopefully have a better matchup than she did last time, which already was pretty awesome.
That was a solid return from number 13, and Reeser. Was that okay, that was out, but powerful arm, you know what we can see here.
A little interesting, they ruled that out, but either way, that does end up turning a little good way for the Roadrunners as they now continue to extend this lead.
Yeah, we've got an up from the Roadrunners and a pass over from number 2. Oh, the Storm did not communicate on that one. The ball went right down on their own floor under the net. We've got another server from Lynn Benton Roadrunners coming up. Looks like it will be number 1, Avery Axemaker once more. Axemaker last game had 1 kill along with 3 assists. She was a big role player in their last one, being able to spread the ball out for their offensive attack. Let's see if she can have another good matchup today. Here she goes with her routine. The ball is up, and it is, into the net. That is a point for the Storm. Sitting at 10 and 8. Up Roadrunners, but the Storm is hanging on right behind them. This is what could be the backbreaker, letting your errors get in your way and your overall mistakes end up with you overall having a performance that keeps them in it. Oh, that was a tight ball, and they're calling her in the net. Oh, they're calling it over. That was an interesting call on the ref's part, but I believe we're gonna potentially flag it a back attack on that one. And just like that, the Storm are back in this one, 1 point away from making it all tied up, 10-all. Oh, nice. Oh, the save from number 4 was put in vain as we have number 6, Nicole Ebbs, for the Storm serving once again. Our libero over here has got quite the arm, and she is giving it to the Roadrunners defense right now. I might have spoken too soon and accidentally let a whole broadcaster jinx there as they now immediately tied it back up. And we got an outside block on the Storm. Can they redeem it on the opposite side? We've got it up. Number 16 saves it, and down from, who was that, Axemaker? It looks like it. Over we go. Tip right into a block, and it's out. That is point Storm. They are taking the lead for the first time this game. That's a huge momentum switch for the Storm. It may be 1 point, but it's a lead nonetheless, and that is a good momentum swing if you're the visiting team. Oh, that was an out serve from number 6. This is going to be the Roadrunners' redemption right here. As long as they can control the ball, they have been doing good, keeping ahead. We're tied up 11-11 as number 3 goes back to serve, Claire Bitter. Mind you, this is a a Roadrunner team that is pretty mighty at home, being 10-2 overall this season when defending home territory. Opposite hit, right returns, tip back deep. We've got it set out to side to Reeser, who got once again another kill, setting the Roadrunners up for 12 points and keeping number 3 back there serving. Nicole Ebbs was around the area. She attempted to dive for it. If she could send it back up a little higher, that would have been a good play there. Heads up, low play, but either way, the Roadrunners walk away with points and retake the lead. Schmecketa head coach is on the sidelines watching this game go on. He's talking to his players, and he is helping them. Going for that middle one. We're setting up an opposite side on the Roadrunners hit. Oh, can they save this foul ball? And they're doing it down. Over we go. Outside hit blocked by the Storm, and it fell on the Roadrunners side. Point Storm, 12-12. This Roadrunner team, they live and die by assists. This is a very work-around team. They like to spread the ball throughout, pass it around, give others opportunities to make plays. Currently, they are leading in assists on the day, 9-6. And overall in-conference play into this matchup, 789 total assists, 314 have come in conference matchups. It's where they like to play their game the best. And that was a nice opposite hit, far court, right on the line. If Storm were caught with their pants down on that one, nobody moved their feet that I could see. We have number 12, Maisie Reeser, serving it up again, right to their back row, setting up, a set that went right over the attacker on that one. That was hard to watch, Nick.
It's a good attack overall there by the Storm as it now keeps this matchup still close, 2-point game. Chemeketa is still very much in this one. This is way closer than it was last time. I love the aggression here by the Storm, keeping them in it.
Oh, they were coming back with a vengeance. They keep swinging on that ball, but Roadrunners keep putting up good blockers, and that one just hit the tip too far back for a Storm player to get there.
Nadia Luna originally sent it back, and it looked like Brooklyn Lindsay was the nearest player around, but just a little bit of a miscommunication there.
That was a nice kill from number 12 on the Storm, Hannah Calloway. Nice corner pocket where no Roadrunners were sitting for defense.
Claire Bitter had a shot at it, but she was just simply too far away. It was merely a game of inches before it gives the points to Chemeketa.
Oh, we have a middle hit from the Roadrunners that got immediately blocked and hit the floor. That is a point for Chemeketa, and we are at 14-15. Can number 8, Miss Nadia Luna, get them tied to 15-15.
That was Hannah Calloway with her large frame being able to shoot that one to the ground.
That was a tight set. And that's a free ball right to their libero. In the middle setup. Oh, they're getting scrappy on the Roadrunners side as an outside hit comes in. Again, right to the libero. We have it set on the outside. Oh, Ayana Benavides hits it outside on that cross cut too far.
And there you have Benavides getting involved early. Again, she's one of their best players. Even as a freshman, she's come in early and has already made her impact well known. And there you can see it on full display.
We have Roadrunners, number 2, Monahan, serving it up. We have it. It went over good, right to libero. Looks like they're setting up an outside hit. Oh! And that went out of the court. That's a point for the Storm as I believe it was number 13 that shanked it, Nick?
That was Lucy Schuler that sent it out well over the scorer's table, and now it makes it a 1-point game. And again, this Chemeketa team, they're playing a scrappy matchup. They've already crossed the point margin that they did not cross all game last time, already having 15 on the day.
Oh, and that is an outside hit from Lana Gillis on the Roadrunners. She got the ball, I believe, for the first or second time this game, and it was unfortunately too much of a line hit that it unfortunately went out with her swing. We've got another serve up from number 12, Hannah Calloway. Across right to the libero, and it was saved, and free ball over, right to number 11. Oh, a middle hit, again saved, tipped, and the Roadrunners could not recover from that ball.
And for the second time today, Chemeketa has taken the lead up by 1, 17-16. We need to see a better overall attack from their front part of this team. If they cannot pull that through, I think Chemeketa is going to have a good rhythm so far of taking shots down center and on the outside.
Got a nice serve right to their defense, and we got an outside hit blocked immediately, but the Roadrunners are recovering. Again to the outside, tooled them into the court. There was not number 10 coverage on that one. We have some Roadrunner subs. Number 4, Josie Jennis going back to serve once more.
I already like how they're subbing out a lot of people at that setter position to see who they can get the best player from in today's matchup.
We've got a middle right into the net, and that's going to be 4 hits on the Storm side. Unfortunately, that ball did not clear the tape. Nick, we're going for another serve on Josie Jenna's side.
And Chemeketa's head coach is livid on the sideline. He clearly wanted the refs to see something else, but they did not, and it ends up giving the Roadrunners yet another 1-point lead after Chemeketa finally thought they clawed away.
Oh, that ball could have been out, Nick. Reaching up like that back row, that was a high ball. And unfortunately, they got the point back from the Roadrunners. They tipped it out, and so we are looking at some subs on the Storm side. In for number 2 and number 9 on the court now. Number 2, Kayla Welks starting to serve.
Sierra Summer didn't have a kill all matchup last time, and there she gets one trying to take that shot down the sideline, or excuse me, down the court.
Oh, once again, number 13 on the Roadrunner side, Lucy Schuler, hit it outside the line on that opposite side. We have another serve from Kayla Welk.
Schuler was one of their best players last time against Chemeketa. She had 6 kills. She stepped up in a big way. See if she can do the same today.
We have a semi-joust going on. We've got blocks, we've got hits, and it ended up being a Roadrunners point. We're going number 13, Lucy Schuler, back to serve for the Roadrunners. Looks like we have 3 people in defense for the Storm. Ball's up and over, right to 2 passers, setter, and an outside tip. Oh, and it could not be saved. Lucy Schuler attempted.
It was a nice attempt by Schuler. Last time she had 5 digs. So far the team combined only has 1. She led the team last time against Chemeketa in digs. Schuler likes to lay that body out on the line in order to go for low balls. And there she attempted to again, but it seems like the refs ruled it on the ground.
Those pancakes are always hard to call. Sometimes you get it and sometimes you don't. But we're looking, oh, a nice outside, opposite hit, my bad. Oh, it was ruled in. That is a Storm point. We are looking Storm up 21-19. And a timeout called from head coach Jamie Frazier on the Roadrunners.
Taylin Wright on that last strike for Chemeketa. That was fantastic. She took her arm, winded it all the way back on the left outside, and she got points for Chemeketa. That was a fantastic overall play. And so far, Chemeketa, they've been back and forth in this game. They've had an overall aggressive play. They're only 2 attacks less than Lynn Benton. They've tried their best to overall take their shots deep, but they've been having more success on the outside. Again, I said they would have more success on the outside, and so far they have, but we haven't seen as much attacks down the middle. They've been trying to play the long game, sending it deep, seeing if they can put Roadrunners back and then open up that middle part in order to take their shots there. But either way, it's working for Chemeketa as they currently lead by 2.
This has been a power hitters game. The front of the net has been getting a lot of action, whether it's blockers or hits. Those arms are swinging left and right, landing either on some tips to trick off the defense or going deep on those cross-cutting hits. We are back from the timeout. It looked like Jamie Frazier was getting her team back in shape to take back their lead from the Chemeketa Storm.
Schuler's already at 6 digs in on the day. Those last 2 sets, she was able to have some good plays low to keep this one alive.
Oh, we have an out hit serve from number 11, Ayana Benavides. We are going to have number 8 serving Annabelle Peterson for the Roadrunners.
Chemeketa loves to get those service aces in order to take the early leads.
Rolled off the tape and hit the floor. That's a Roadrunner point. We have Peterson serving once more.
Sierra Summer attempted to go for the dig but could not. It touches the ground. That's a point for Roadrunners to tie it up.
Oh, we've got an inside out. There we go. Smackdown. Opposite hit on the Roadrunner side. Tipped way far. We've got a back row smackdown. Oh, into the net by Ayana Benavides. Still Roadrunners ball.
My goodness, this is already a significantly closer game than last time. Chemeketa, in just the first set alone, is already almost bringing out their entire point total they had last time.
Oh, that was tipped right over the Roadrunners' middle blocks. Number 4, Sierra Summer for the Storm, doing that point for the Storm to tie him up, 22-22. Back serving, number 6, Nicole Ebbs.
The Storm team has really come into this center and has put on a fantastic performance so far to keep them in this one.
Oh, that was a smack right to the face. That is a Roadrunner. That's a Roadrunner point. We are subbing out some players here. Looks like number 6, Nicole Ebbs, is doing good. That's what we use the liberos for. They're always the ones taking those deep, hard hits.
Josiah Market there being the one on the target. She got hit hard. She was down center, but that, she took it like a champ. She immediately got back up and attempted to go for it again. So kudos to them. This Chemeketa team is tough.
Got a successful serve from the Roadrunners as we go for another back row hit from the Storm. Outside. up from number 6, down the middle, right to number 9, and they couldn't recover. That's a Roadrunners point. We are set point right now as number 3, Claire Bitter, goes back to serve for the Roadrunners.
Lana Gillis on that hit, being able to knock it right off of Tiana Wright as it would fall down. We have a timeout now.
We have a timeout. I believe that was called by our Schmecketer Storm on the left here. They must be looking at this set point and thinking they can pull this off. If they get 2 more points, Nick, then they'll have to push the Roadrunners into 26, and they'll have a shot.
They're only down by 2. Again, it may be a lead, but it's 2-point lead. So even if they may be in front, they're not in front by a lot, especially compared to last time. They're already 18 points shy of their total all game last time in just the first set alone. This Chemeketa Storm came out to play in a big way, and I think this is going to be a really good matchup for the remaining sets for however long we go. But so far, it's a good sign that this one is going to be a good matchup.
We've got both teams coming back out onto the court. Number 3, Claire Bitter for the Roadrunners, still serving this set point ball. We've got line judges going back to their spots, getting set up. 3 defense back row players getting, and it looks like we're calling another timeout. That one was from the Chemeketa Storm, so I believe that first one was from Jamie Frazier on Lynn Benton Roadrunners. What are you thinking about this, Nick?
This is a really interesting setup there for the Storm, but at the same time, I get it. You could technically really swing momentum this time. You came out and you looked flat against the Roadrunners last time at home. Now on the road, it's so close. This is in reach. Being able to win this first set, even if it is only by a few and you have to go past the 25-point mark in order to get it, either way, that sets the tone early that, hey, this Storm team is not that same Storm team that you mollywopped. This unit is completely revamped. They're into this one with a better overall head on their shoulders. They want this win just as bad as the Roadrunners. They can play this one late. They got it.
This could also be a strategy move from the Storm head coach, as those 2 timeouts back-to-back gives about 2 minutes and 40 seconds of the number 3 to get psyched out on her serving the set point. Will she come back successfully getting this point for the Roadrunners and ending set 1?
Claire Bitter back to serve.
The ball is up and the ball is over. Right to number 11. Set up for an opposite tip that didn't reach that net. Nick, that is a Roadrunner set. 25-22 final score. Everyone switches sides. What are we thinking to see from this second set?
Kayala Wake had a really good attempt there, but it ended up falling short. And hopefully, I'd assume that they'd be able to come back in a stronger, faster way and be able to hopefully make this game a little closer in the second set. But overall, Chemeketa, what a fantastic performance so far. They've already been so better than they have last time.
All right, we will come back to this KBVR-TV broadcast after this break.
Sounds like this.
Don't rush the process. Only 24 hours and damn. Going.
Through moss, through trees, through cut up knees, through dirt and soot and bloody jeans. Pulling apart the stars that I made. It's just a dance floor, DJ. Can you turn me up? Everybody in the club, go and put your hands up.
Welcome back to set 2 of the Chemeketa Storm Lynn Benton Roadrunners matchup here at Albany, Oregon, Lynn Benton Court. We just saw a matchup that the Roadrunners won 25-22 after the Chemeketa Storm did quite the comeback after their last matchup, I believe a few months ago, right, Nick?
It was on September 19th at the Storm Center. Chemeketa played a fantastic game, sweeping all 3 sets, but the Storm could not cross the 15-point margin. In set number 1, they're at 22 points, 18 shy of their 40 total scored all game last time. They're already off to a much better start than their last.
We've got a serve right from number 4 on the Roadrunners side. Middle hit from the Storm, and we've got an opposite smack into a block, but it was saved. And they're putting it right in a tip on the outside power hitter, Ayana Benavides. Deep pass on that one. We've got a save and another outside hit that was blocked and hit the court. Point Roadrunners.
That was a fantastic back and forth there, but the Roadrunners were able to end it off successfully. Great up front defense around the net.
Those rallies are one of the things I love most about volleyball, Nick. Here we go, another serve from Josie Jennis. An opposite hit smacked down from Sierra Summers right to their libero, and an outside hit from number 13 on Roadrunners. We've got another outside smack right to number 8. That was a point for the Roadrunners. Nadia Luna tried for that ball, but she just rolled out of the way, unfortunately.
That was Lucy Schuler, who had herself a fantastic game last time. 11 total attacks, 6 kills. This time she already has 2 on the day.
Oh, a middle chip from number 9 on the Storm. Opposite hit right into a block for number 9 on the Roadrunners, Amy Pappas. I don't believe she saw the court last set, Nick, so this is an interesting match change-up from Coach Frazier.
Already the game is a 1 score here between the Roadrunners and Chemeketa. So far it's starting out to look like it is last time as they tie it up here.
And that's an ace for Ayana Benavides with that out ball from number 12, Macy Reeser on LB.
This is already a much closer matchup. I cannot stress that enough, how just tight this game has been so far. There's not been a clear winner or loser so far up until the final few back and forth serves of set number 1 compared to last time where it was all Lynn Benton.
Benavides has taken the Storm into the lead after, unless she serves it out like she just did. We are tied 3-3. We are having number 13, Lucy Schuler, come back to serve for the Roadrunners. This is her redemption from that out hit last play. We've got it saved from the back row tip out of the opposite, and that was an out ball. That was quite the push on that one from number 4, I believe, on Chemeketa, Sierra Summer.
Summer attempted to try to get that just inside, but it was too far out, and it results in a good series of events for the Roadrunners.
Got an outside push on that one, saved by number 4 on the Roadrunners. Macy Reeser smacks it into the net, and that's a point for the Storm. Going back to serve, we have number 6, Nicole Ebbs.
It's okay, you could have some off plays every there and now, and Reeser, of course, has a really good standpoint and history of being able to bounce back from those bad plays. She still remains just one of the best players and assets that this Roadrunner team has.
And there's her redemption, going just off the fingertips of the block, deep court on her side. That was a very nice line shot from our outside. Serve coming in from number 8, believe, Annabelle Peterson. We've got an up from Storm and an opposite hit. Peterson attempted to save that ball, but she was unable to get there in time.
I love the attempt to go low and save that one. That's the good high energy and motor that Brady was talking about in the opening he got from the coach. That's what they want to see, and that's the type of aggressiveness they want in order to stay in these close games.
Brooklyn Lindsay up to serve for the Storm as she smacks it right to the back row defense. We have a tip that was a fingertip play on this Roadrunner side as that gets Pardon me, Brooklyn Lindsay back to another serve.
Mia Monahan was in on that one. They're trying to attempt to go for the smaller, younger player there. She leads the team in assists. However, when it comes to kills and blocks, she is not that valuable.
Oh, we have a net call, it looks like, on the Storm. It is now Roadrunners' ball. We have a couple substitutes coming in. Number 3, Claire Bitter, is serving for the Roadrunners.
Interesting to see all these substitutions coming in early for both teams, but they're trying to find their best starting lineup, their best 6 players available in order to see if they can keep themselves both in this one.
Oh, we've got a middle tip over right past the block. Oh, back row smack that number 15 on the Roadrunners was able to save, and that was an outside, or an opposite, excuse me, number 3 hitting the ball out of bounds, back of the court. And now we have Roadrunners number 3, Claire Bitter, serving again.
That was Elia Johnston in there for Chemeketa, making the good play to keep this a 1-score game. And what a nice series there for the Roadrunners.
That was a smooth down from number 15 on Lana Gillis for the Roadrunners. She just sent it right down the front of their Storm's outsides.
Gillis is one of their top scorers with 137 kills coming into this one. And that larger frame around the net really comes in handy, as we saw there.
Oh, a smack from number 13 on the Roadrunners, Lucy Schuler, right into the block. The Storm is not wanting to give the Roadrunners much more of a lead. The score currently sits 7-8. Roadrunners. Oh, that was a good save from Nicole Ebbs on the Chemeketa Storm. Can we get a, middle tip into a block, but is saved and shipped over by number 12, Macy Reeser on the Roadrunners. Storm responds with a outside hit from Ayana Benavides, and she gets the point for the Storm, tying everybody up 8-8.
Lucy Schuler going for the diving attempt to save that one. It did not come up. Nonetheless, again, there's that energy you were talking about in pregame, and Lucy Schuler brought it there, even if it doesn't go for the Roadrunners.
Oh, the Roadrunners had a nice swing on that, unfortunately straight into a block, but they are keeping their composure on the court right now. They are in positions where they need to be, staying on top of that ball. They do not want the Chemeketa Storm to keep this lead.
And there's Benavides right around the net getting involved, as she's the leading one on that block, as it's able to fall to the bottom of the court for Chemeketa.
And that is an out hit from the Roadrunners. That is a point for the Storm. Looks like server Nadia Luna, number 8, is just picking on number 13 back row, Lucy Schuler for the Roadrunners.
Schuler attempted to hit that one hard enough, yet it could be untouchable, but she ended up putting a little too much oomph on it, and it flies out.
And there we go. Luna blows the serve right out the back of the court, and it is now Roadrunners' ball. Macy Reeser up to serve, number 12.
Back-to-back strong hits that fly out of bounds. Hopefully this next series can have a little more rhythm back and forth by both teams.
And that one ran from our setter on the Storm side, resulted in a point for the Storm. Score currently sits 9-11, Chemeketa.
This game is already way more entertaining, as so far Chemeketa, for about the 3rd time today, and the first time in this set, is taking the lead up 11-9.
Oh, unfortunately, number 12, Hannah Holloway for the Storm, serves the ball into the net. It is now Mia Monahan's serve for the Roadrunners. We've got the back row ready on the Storm side, and up from number 8, and a tip from number 3, and saved by the Roadrunners offense. We have an outside smack into a block, but they were tooled, and it is a Storm point. That was a nice swing from number 11, Ayana Benavides.
They're already getting involved so much around the net. Again, this is where they like to play, on that outside. When you look back at their previous game and the games they come out victorious in, taking their shots, making the other team feel uncomfortable with what they're doing, it's where their strong suit lies.
We have an opposite swing and another one on the Storm side. And here we go, opposite through the block, down to number 8. Oh, number 3. Aaliyah Johnston was not able to save that on Storm's side.
I like the attempt for Johnston to go low and come up with the attempting saving dig, but now it keeps the Roadrunners back in this one as they now trail only by 1. And again, this set so far has been a crucial back and forth. It's going to be interesting how they play this late once the score starts to go higher.
Pardon me on that call. Number 3, Aaliyah Johnston, is on the bench currently. That was number 2, Kayla Welk, their setter. We have a Roadrunner point. We are tied back up 12 and 12. Number 4 serving on the Roadrunners side, Josie Jennis. She's been having a good game so far with these lefties. Oh, right on the outline. She got that point for the Roadrunners. That was a beautiful ace. The ball wasn't even going that fast, and the Storm were just watching it go over their heads.
So far, the Roadrunners, they've been playing fast early on. They're trying to keep both teams involved, but at the same time, you don't want to let your opponent stay in it too long. Yes, you want to have the impressive rallies, but at the same time, as that one flies out of bounds, this Roadrunner team needs to start taking this a little more serious when you have the lead and stop playing so soft. You need to be a little more aggressive, as we've seen now several times. This Chemeketa Storm team continues to keep themselves within close leads.
Another storm here from Jennis as the Lynn Benton Roadrunners clean up their lead. Unfortunately, number 2, Monahan, just tipped the ball out of the bounds, and we now have number 11, Ayana Benavides, serving up for the Storm. Roadrunners want their ball back, and they are getting their lineup.
And like I said, there you have it, them keeping it close. This team needs to start pulling away as much as they can.
Quite an off-the-net swing that went over beautifully, and a return outside smackdown from the Storm. Tip into a middle, and it was unfortunately not saved. That front row net action was a bit much for the Roadrunners to keep up, unfortunately.
Josie Jennis on the diving attempt for the Roadrunners. She attempted to go low to put it back up for her teammates to make a play on it, but unfortunately it hits the net and the refs blow it. We have some words being said here by both coaches to their starting lineups.
Head coach Aaron Soto giving number 2, Kayla Welk, their setter on the Storm side, high five as they are going through. She's been setting up number 11, Benavides, swings very well. She's been getting under the ball. Oh, it looks like we are having a conversation down at the score table.
Might be needing to have some check-in there.
We are ruling that Storm point. And Storm serve. Number 4 sets it up for a middle smack. Oh, and it was in. That was a beautiful line hit from number, what number was that, Nick? Was that number 9, I believe?
That was a really nice hit there by Pappas, trying to keep it right along the side. That could have easily been ruled out as it was right on that line, but the refs are favorable in there for the Roadrunners.
Oh, the block from number 12, Macy Reeser, and number 8 on the Roadrunners side, Annabelle Peterson. They put up a wall that the Storm did not get through. Their hit came back right down over their heads, and their recovery was not there.
Reeser's one of the taller players on this team. Being able to get her hands up like that, stretch them out as far as they can to have a good defensive presence, it's a crucial part of her overall game, and right there, you see why.
Oh, Reeser sent that one a bit out of court there. Is now Storm ball, number 6, Nicole Ebb serving.
Chemeketa once again with the 1-point lead here, as the Roadrunners need to be careful as they start to get a little too close to that 25-point mark.
Number 13 on Roadrunners, Lucy Schuler, shanks that serve, unfortunately. We have a timeout called from head coach Jamie Frazier on the Roadrunners. Current score sits 17-15, Chemeketa Storm. What are we thinking, Nick?
Well, if I was Frazier, I would definitely be saying to keep a better overall look on the outside. Make sure to have better patience in your hits, because so far, despite being a team that is very aggressive around the net, taking their shots low, just keeping it close as possible, you don't want to keep taking those shots deep down and trying to, do those line drives. The problem is that a lot of the time so far we've seen them put too much oomph on their attacks, and it goes flying out, leaving the stadium. So if you want any chance of being able to have a better overall offensive attack, you need to hit the balls a little more down center in the middle. But so far it's been working. As we saw in the first half, it's been so-so this second set. But in that first half of the first set, compared to how it went near the end when they started to come back and make it a closer game, if this Roadrunner team wants to put this one away, they need to be more careful with those aggressive shots. Sending them flying out of bounds every single time you want to take a hard hit, it's just simply not a way you're going to be able to win a matchup, especially against a Chemeketa team playing so well.
That's going to come from the Roadrunners really dialing in on snapping their wrists on these hits when they're getting set up for the ball. We have a serve from Nicole Ebbs on the Storm, and we have number 9 hitting it into a block, but recovered beautifully by number 4. Oh, an opposite, right into the net pass from number 4, I believe, on Roadrunner's side. Josie Jennis.
She attempted to set herself up there and possibly have a teammate come over to send that one over the net, but just not enough oomph on that one, and it falls into the net.
Got a nice return serve hit into the court from number 8, Annabelle Peterson, my bad.
Peterson with the strong arm there. She begins to set back to serve this one, but my goodness, that's what I'm talking about, having a better overall precision with your hits, making sure that your attacks are in bounds, even if you want to take them deep.
We currently have the Roadrunner libero out as Peterson is serving. Let's see if their defense can keep it. That pancake is not being counted by the refs. We are giving it the point to Storm. Ayana Benavides back to serve, it looks like.
Good
Number
call by
10.
the refs. Overall good call by the refs. It could go both ways, but there was enough of a noise hitting the court that they ruled it dead, and it's a point for Chemeketa.
I believe the angle hitting off of her hand, though, would have given it away. I believe that was a touch. We've got an outside hit. Oh, Storm! That ball was going very fast from Nadia Luna, outside hitter there. She put it right middle back. And we get another timeout call from head coach Jamie Frazier on Lynn Benton.
And this Chemeketa team, they have come out with so much momentum in this game so far. And here in the second set, they have been playing a fantastic matchup. As for the Roadrunners, they just have to try something. They need to be a little more aggressive, if not at all, need to get more involved deep. Their serves, they continue to just set up their best players on the Storm side. And as for Chemeketa, they have been rocking and rolling. Compared to last game, they have already done a much better job playing. So far, they've already scored a significantly more amount of points than they did last time. As they scored 40, they so far sit at 42. They're already well on pace if you play, of course, the next oncoming third set, and who knows how long this one can go. They are already looking much better than they did last time, improving in a massive way.
Coming back after that timeout, we are sitting 2016, Chemeketa Storm. Number 10, Brooklyn Lindsay back to serve. Number 2 on Roadrunners, Maya Monahan, was getting coached by their assistant over there about her passing stance, it looks like. Let's see if these return balls are getting much more targeted. Nice up from number 4, Janice. Oh, and that was unfortunately a swing by Reeser into the block, and it went down in front of the 10-foot line on the Roadrunner side.
Brooklyn Butler attempted to dive for that one, but as you can see, she was frustrated after the play, ended up falling, and goes as a point for Chemeketa.
Got a nice up from now in player 17 on the Roadrunners, Josie Essner.
And that is how you redeem yourself there. Brooklyn Butler getting both hands up. It takes a nice bounce. No one around, and that counts as a point for the Roadrunners, and they're still not out of this second set just yet.
We have Claire Bitter, number 3 for the Roadrunners, back to serve. Chemeketa's defense is down and ready. And the ball is up and over, right to number 11, Ayana, and a middle tip. Oh, they're calling it over on the Roadrunners. Number 5, Brooklyn Butler, unfortunately, was over on that set.
It does look like she got her hand a little over the net, so I understand why the refs ruled it. So overall, I think it is the correct call here for Chemeketa.
Up we go. A tip from the opposite, number 17. That was Josie Essner for the Roadrunners, who is now back to serve. She got that tight push back row. Oh, number 12, Macy Reeser, is now back in, serving for number 17, Josie Essner on the Roadrunners.
Essner so far hasn't played that much today, but there she gets her first kill, and she already in her limited time has made it count for the Roadrunners.
We'll keep an eye, and that is an outs hit from number, I believe, 3 on the Chemeketa Storm, Aaliyah Johnston. That was just too much of a cross-cut hit, and it went out of bounds.
This Roadrunner team, they're not out of it. They're slowly but surely clawing at that lead as another series of events goes for them.
And that is a Roadrunner point. Unfortunately, Benavides served it, or hit it into the net on that opposite, and the blocks didn't even get a chance to touch the ball on that one.
Benavides so far has been very aggressive. She has several total attacks on the day with 7. So far, 6 have hit. And she's been having a very productive day, but there is just one of her few mistakes on the game so far.
We got a free ball from Benavides, which perfectly set up number 13, Lucy Schuler, to get a swing on that ball. That was in from Benavides, got a swing on that. We are sitting 23-20, Chemeketa.
Again, they're not out there. It's close, but it's still very much doable for this Roadrunner team to defend home turf. So far, they are 10-2 at home when defending this overall LBCC Activity Center.
Roadrunners head coach Jamie Frazier was just telling her team to talk to each other in that back row. Oh, number 13 unfortunately played right into the block, and it fell behind her in the court. That is a Storm set point right now.
Lucy Schuler intended to go up and get the block there.
Number 1, Dakota Kaufman, back to serve for the Chemeketa Storm. I don't believe she's been on the court yet. Is it going to be a successful point for her? A push deep, oh, and a save by Nadia Luna, but unfortunately it was unable to be recovered by a teammate.
Lana Gillis there getting that overhand attack down low, and it results in a successful play there for the Roadrunners. If they can get a few more here, this ain't over.
We're watching an opposite hit into a block, but it was saved. Oh, wow, number 3, Aaliyah Johnston ran for that save, but unfortunately the score table was in her way. Number 2, Monahan, continues to serve to get the Roadrunners back into the lead.
I think they're comfortable with Monahan back there serving, as they are now able to salvage this one.
Oh, they're calling a 2-touch on that one for the Roadrunners. That is a set for Chemeketa Storm. 25-22. We are sitting 1-1 right now. Thank you for tuning in to KBVR-TV. We will be right back after. Oh, we will go down to our sideline announcer, Brady Elliott.
Thanks, Jenna. As we can see, there were 2 very close sets with both teams splitting those sets. As we talked about earlier in the pregame, Coach Frazier stressed the energy level. We saw the energy in the first set from Lynn Benton Roadrunners, but we really saw it from Chemeketa. They were able to pull out the second set after a really close first set, and as we saw from them, the energy levels are way up, especially based on their last meeting where Lynn Benton kind of beat up on them, 3-0. Chemeketa really came out here really with that chip on their shoulder, showing the energy, and they're able to split both sets. So we're going to get a good amount of sets today, and it's been really exciting. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you for tuning in to KBVR-TV. We will be right back after this.
sounds like this.
Don't rush the process, only 24 hours and damn, going. Through moss, through trees, through cut up knees, through dirt and soot and bloody jeans. Pulling apart the ties that I made.
It's just a dance floor, DJ, can you turn me up? Everybody in the club, go on, put your hands up.
Welcome back to KBVR-TV. We are broadcasting a Roadrunners versus Chemeketa Storm game. I'm Jenna Benson here with Nicholas Munoz. We are watching this game. It is one set each team. We are going into set 3. Both teams have been showing great promise. What are your thoughts, Nick?
So far, Chemeketa has come out in this matchup much better than they did last time. They came into that game on September 19th back at the Storm Center, incredibly flat, did not cross the 15-point margin both in all 3 sets. So far in the first 2, they've crossed the 20-point margin both times. They've already scored more points than they did in all 3 sets. They've been on fire to start the first 2.
And that is a point for the Roadrunners as number 12, Macy Reeser, tooled the Storm's blockers, and it went out.
And I like that they're already rotating a lot of servers. They haven't found their one that they've most liked so far, but I do enjoy the fact that they're letting all of their younger players get an attempt to have a chance.
That was an outside hit right to number 4, Josie Jennis on the Roadrunners. We have Ayana Benavides back to serve for the Storm. The ball's up and over, right to Monahan. Save and a nice down far corner. That was a beautiful swing by Roadrunners number 9, Amy Pappas.
Josiah Jennis there with the good strike to make it the 2-1 score here between the Roadrunners and the Chemeketa Storm. That was a nice strike. And that's what you want to see when you take your shots deep. They need to be hard, but they need to at least stay low enough so that you don't end up sending a ball completely all the way out of bounds, as that ties it up there.
We have number 6, Nicole Ebbs, going back to serve for the Chemeketa Storm. We've tied up 2-2. A nice up from number 13, out to Reeser, outside, saved off the block, right to the ref, who did not want to play. It is a Storm point.
Chemeketa, this is how they do it. It's been a constant seesaw back and forth. Chemeketa has kept the Roadrunners in this one just as much as the Roadrunners have kept Chemeketa in this one. We haven't seen a team fully break away. It gets close, and then all of a sudden one team comes flying back as it's tied up 3-3 here between Chemeketa and Lynn Benton.
We have number 3 for Lynn Benton, Claire Bitter, going back to serve after she just subbed in. That was a ball in the net for Nicole Ebbs, handing over the point, and she was sure disappointed in herself for that one. We have an outside chip on that from the Storm, going for an outside hit return from Macy Reeser on the Roadrunners. That was unfortunately blocked and then tried to save by the Roadrunners and unfortunately went out. It is now Storm ball as we go through our substitutions.
Claire Bitter on that last attempt attempted to go for the saving dig, but it ends up falling out of bounds. Again, I like the aggression, I like the energy, and so far this is what's been keeping the Roadrunners in every set. Playing aggressive, keeping themselves involved in the game. This could be a very interesting one down the line.
Oh, a nice up from number 17, Josie Essner, and she got the hit on that one, opposite side of the court, and it went right down the line and scored the Roadrunners that point. She is now being subbed out for Macy Reeser, who's going in to serve for her.
Essner with the 1-point perfect percentage when it comes to hitting so far. 2 kills on the day in her limited time. They bring her in every time. It ends up working out for the Roadrunners.
Makes you wonder why she's not out on this regular starting lineup, but I'm sure Coach Jamie Frazier has her reasons. It is now the Storm's ball is number 8. Nadia Luna goes back to serve.
Chemeketa so far still up by 1, 5-4 as the Roadrunners keeping this one still close in this third set.
An outside hit from number 13, Lucy Schuler, my bad. Another save. We are having a net game on this one. Oh, it spun. It went over back to the Roadrunner side. Tip. It did not work. I'm surprised that one wasn't called a 4-hit, Nick. We have an out chip from number 15, Lana Gillis.
That was a fantastic back and forth. I love the ball spinning on top of the net and falling back into play. A bit of an aggressive attempt there to end that back and forth, but I like it overall, the mentality. It just ends up falling out of bounds.
Shooting for that deep, far pocket that no one was covering when everyone gets so drawn up into the action on the front line. There was a good move on her part that the execution just unfortunately did not follow through on. We have a tip. Oh, are we getting called on what? Oh, we are calling Roadrunner point, number 2 in the net.
As they'll send Peterson back in for Butler. Peterson, one of their better hitters. Last time when these two faced, she had a kill along with 2 assists. She was one of the big reasons they were able to pull away with that last win. And so far here, she's been also very productive as well with 3 kills on the day, along with 1 assist and 1 dig.
And that was a nice floater serve from Monahan, but unfortunately the Storm set that right up and got a point off of that ball.
And Chemeketa so far, they've been looking great.
They came back with a vengeance, and they're here to storm this court. Dakota Kaufman, number 1 on the Storm, back to serve. She herself hasn't seen much floor time as well, so this is exciting to see what she does. And it is hit out the back of the court.
Bit of an announcer curse there, setting her up to send that one out. But either way, I like that they're giving a lot of those younger players times to go out and find their chance to hit a serve. But now Chemeketa is up by a 1, 7-6. As the Roadrunners, I mean, again, they're in it still, but my goodness, this Chemeketa team, night and day compared to that September 19th matchup. This is a completely different looking team.
Unfortunately, number 4, Josie Jennis, just served that right out on the Storm's far line. We're doing a sub on the Storm's lineup. Number 2 back in, Kayla Welk. Both teams have a back row setter right now. All 3 hitting positions front row are open.
Jennis last time had 12, today has had 12 attacks. In their last matchup, she had 19 but 0 kills. So far today, off of the 12 attacks, she still has not scored either. And you got to see how aggressive she can be. It's good around the line to have someone that's that great at taking those shots. It's just she can never end up finding the ground.
I believe that is a string of 4 consecutive serves on both sides that went just out the back of the court. Tensions must be high. These girls are ready to swing on that ball. Number 11, Ayanna Benavides, goes back to serve for the Storm. The ball is up, it's over, and it's in. Up by Montague, and we have an opposite setup. And a nice down save by Benavides when it went out. 3 ball over by number 4. Middle hit right into the pocket. Defense on Storm were planted on their feet.
And Sierra Summer there with the good strike. Again, she's one of the bigger players on this team, and when she gets involved, she can do her magic around that net and is able to come up in a big way there for this Lynn Benton squad.
And that is a Roadrunner point, again hitting it at the feet of the Chemeketa Storm players, tying it up 9-9. We have number 5, Brooklyn Butler, back to serve, and it's up and it's over. These girls reined in their serves well. We have a tip out, and it is back for another Roadrunner serve. These girls are getting pumped. Chemeketa is getting ready down.
Nadia Luna attempted to go up there and make the ball back into play, and it just went right off her fingertips and flies out of bounds, giving Lynn Benton this 1-point lead, 10-9.
Chemeketa has learned their lesson, and they are covering those blocks when they have number 12, Macy Reeser, on the outside for the Roadrunners, hitting. And we have a beautiful save from Nicole Ebbs on the Storm side. but unfortunately, the Roadrunners' defense on the net shoved it back on their court.
It did look like they got a little too handsy there, but either way, at least they still can lead 11-9 going up by by 2, as the Roadrunners have a chance to put this one away if they can continue holding on to a lead. We have not seen a lead today fully run away with.
A free ball pass from Nicole Ebbs let the Roadrunners run a two-hitter run play on that, and the Storm was unable to return that ball. It went down off the net into the floor. We have a timeout called. How are we feeling about this game, Nick? It is 12-9 Roadrunners.
Sierra Summer on that last attempt. Good diving effort to possibly keep that ball alive. But so far, Chemeketa has been playing much more aggressive than they did last time, whilst the Roadrunners, they've been playing way more softer than they have last time. They went 25-25-25 in that matchup, and so far, they've come out looking a little more flat compared to Chemeketa, who went 14-14 and 12 in those 3 sets. That last set, Chemeketa looked fantastic, and so far, they're still keeping this one close. Admittedly, the Roadrunners are slowly walking away with this one. Again, we haven't seen a set where one team has fully ran away with the lead. We have not seen that yet, and right now the Roadrunners are set up with this 12-9 lead in an excellent situation to possibly be able to pull that off.
Everyone's coming back into the court after having a good talk with their coaches. All teams were brought in their circles, and it looks like Coach Jamie Fraser is clapping for her players, and Coach Erwin Soto for the Storm is ready for these defensive players to return this serve from the Roadrunners.
Let's see what Chemeketa can do here on this serve.
We have an outside hit, number 8, Nadia Luna gets it over the net. We have an opposite return from the Roadrunners. Where is this ball gonna go? We have an opposite, and then we have a save there. An outside hit that is out of the court. Oh, number 8, Nadia Luna, unfortunately got too much of a swing on that one and not enough wrist snap. Number 5 for the Roadrunners, Brooklyn Butler, remains serving. Scores 13-9 Roadrunners.
And the Roadrunners are currently with their largest lead of the day. Chemeketa had the larger lead with 5, but so far with this 4-point lead, this is the most the Roadrunners have seen. If now they continue to extend it.
This is, again, a offensive net game. These players, they are swinging the ball, and they are good at blocking each other's passes. They have this in the bag. They are going back and forth with these plays. Nicole Ebbs back to serve for the Storm. We have libero in Monahan for the Roadrunners. And we have an opposite down from the Roadrunners. Saved, chipped, and unfortunately shanked by number 2, Kayla Welk for the Storm. We have some subs coming in for Roadrunners.
Welk with the excellent diving attempt out of bounds, trying to keep that one back in play. That's what you like to see when you're on the road, as Chemeketa is still only down by 4. They have an opportunity here to make this a close one, as we've seen them do many times throughout this game so far.
We're looking at another outside swing from Nadia Luna that was blocked but returned by these Storm players. They are backing up their teammates. And we are watching the net game hit from the middle, number 5, which unfortunately didn't clear the tape, and that is 4 hits on the Roadrunners.
And there you have it, that close game that they always make this. After a while, they start to draw away, one team starts to find their rhythm, and then out of nowhere, the other team just comes flying back. In this case, Chemeketa once again finding their rhythm as the Roadrunners continue to lose this lead that they so strongly built in this 3rd set.
Strong serve from Brooklyn Lindsay on the Storm, and that was an in-court hit from the Roadrunners. We're looking at a nice swing from Josie Essner once again. This Roadrunner team has got arms on them. Going back to serve, Essner. Chemeketa's defense is down and ready for this ball. Oh, it did not clear the tape. It is now a Chemeketa point. We are sitting 15-12 Roadrunners. Number 8, Nadia Luna, is going back to serve for the Storm as the Roadrunners sub out some players. Can Luna tie up this game? Nice
shot.
over pass and a middle hit. saved, and a free ball from Ebbs that goes straight to Monahan. An outside swing from Lucy Schuler, and an outside return from Benavides that unfortunately goes out of the court. That is a Roadrunner point, 16-12. How are we feeling, Nick?
Hannah Calloway attempted to send that one deep to hit the line and possibly stay in bounds, but she ends up putting a little too much hit on that one as it flies out of bounds and gives the Roadrunners a further lead.
Looks like Lindsay now has hands for the Storm, and we have Macy Reeser with that save, tight ball. Oh, I believe went over. That was a nice save on her part. We have an opposite down, right in that corner pocket once again. That number 1 spot on the court is Roadrunner's favorite point to hit from that opposite position. We have Monahan back to serve.
That was an excellent shot. They love to take those shots to the corners, work those pockets. They're left completely wide open. Chemeketa loves to send everyone to the line around the Storm, around the net in order to make this Storm team's offensive attack as best as possible. But it leaves that back half of the court completely wide open. We've seen them chase a ton of balls out of bounds that ends up going in Chemeketa's favor.
Looks like Brooklyn Lindsay on that last play attempted for a tip tool, but unfortunately just sent it outside on her own. We have some subs coming in, and Monahan is still serving on the Roadrunner side. Nice pass right to the setter spot, and up from number 3 on Roadrunners, and a hit from number 15, Lana Gillis, into the net. Storm point, we are sitting 18-13 Roadrunners.
And even before that hit, that 6-point lead was the largest of the day for any team. And even then, this 5-point lead for the Roadrunners is still one of the largest ones we've seen. So far this set, they have taken much better overall command than the last two. Let's see if they can put this one away.
We have another outside swing from number 13, Lucy Schuler, and we have some scrappy plays going on. These players are on it. That was a nice up from number 8, Nadia Luna, on the Storm. That was a beautiful swing from Ayana Benavides that bypassed Macy Reeser and hit the court and scored the Storm a point. We have number 1, Dakota Kaufman, serving once more on the court, getting her time in.
There you go, the opening matchup we talked about. Benavides hitting a low one on the deep outside. Reeser's not able to get a hand on that one.
We have number 1 subbing out for number 12 on the Storm, and we had number 4 subbing in for number 15, and number 9 subbing in for number 3. And another exchange over on the Storm side. Number 6, Nicole Ebbs, libero, coming in for number 12. Number 4, setter serve, Josie Jennis. And it was out of the courts on that one.
And if Chemeketa keeps playing like this, there's a good chance that they can keep themselves in this one, while the Roadrunners, so far, this set has definitely looked closer to how it was last time in their September 19th matchup. But again, they have it for a moment, but continue to lose grip of the lead. Hopefully their offensive attack can result better overall for them.
That was a beautiful hit from number 8, Annabelle Peterson, for the Roadrunners. Blocker number 9 on the Storm, Taylin Wright, unfortunately hit the ball with her block, but it came right down her shirt and hit the floor and got the Roadrunners a point on that one. Setter number 2 on the Storm, setting it up for number 4 on the Storm, Sierra Summer, to get a swing. Oh, a beautiful, powerful hit from Benavides that was dug, and Macy Reeser into the block that went again down the Storm shirts and hit the floor. We are sitting 21-15 Roadrunners.
That was a really nice set of events there for the Roadrunners, and just like that, they're slowly driving away with this one. If they can play a few more good serves here, they can walk away with their first set of the day where they comfortably were able to pull off the win in that set.
Nice save from Monahan right there off that net bounce. And oh, it hit the floor on the Storm side. That is a Roadrunner point. Number 13, Lucy Schuler, back to serve. These players got to be tired at this point. What are you thinking, Nick? 22-15?
22-15, that's one of the larger leads we've seen today for either team, now up by 7. Chemeketa, they have a chance to make this one close, but at the same time, The Roadrunners, this is the set where they finally have found their rhythm. They're one of the better teams out of the Northwest Athletic Conference at defending home territory, and here we're seeing it if they can pull off this win.
Oh, a nice tip attempt by number 8, Annabelle Peterson, front row there. Oh, we have a call on the Roadrunners. That is a point for the Storm. We are sitting 22-16. Roadrunners still have the lead, but the Storm are not out of this game yet. Ayana Benavides is back to serve. Roadrunners defense is down and ready for this ball that's coming right to Macy Peters, who unfortunately shanks the ball and gives Storm another point. We are sitting a 5-point difference in this scoring right now.
So far, the Storm on 3 unanswered points so far, back-to-back-to-back serves, where they have come out victorious.
Nice up from Monaghan on that one. Oh, a beautiful down from number 8, Annabelle Peterson, and that's going to count as a kill with that one touch on the Storm side. Peterson now back to serve for the Roadrunners. She is going to get her arm workout in today.
Talk about home field advantage, bouncing off the Raptors and immediately heading back to touch the ground for the Roadrunners as this one flies out of bounds.
Oh, that is a Storm point. They are calling a touch on the blockers for the Roadrunners. We have Nicole Ebbs back to serve for the Storm. They have been holding on in this game. We are sitting 18-23 Roadrunners. Nice serve over, and a tip and a quick pass on that one. A down and a kill from number 9, Amy Pappas, on the opposite side for the Roadrunners. We have some substitutions. It looks like number 3, Claire Bitters, coming back to serve. Number 15, Lana Gillis, back in the front row.
If they're able to pull off this one on this next serve for the Roadrunners, this will be the largest win we've so far seen this series, as this third set would be a 7-point win.
We're looking at a timeout on the Chemeketa Storm side called by Coach Erwin Soto. We are sitting set point 24-18 Roadrunners. If they win this game, they only need one more set. This is going to be a set 4 game no matter what, but this could easily go into all 5 sets if both teams keep up this kind of energy, Nick.
Absolutely. Both teams have been playing fantastic today. Although Chemeketa hasn't looked that great in this third set, they've still kept it very close. We've seen several times throughout this matchup where it's been a constant back and forth. Chemeketa has even led a few times. If the Roadrunners can pull off this next serve, if they can send this one away, there's a good chance that they can walk out into that 4th set and pull the win off 3-1 overall.
Bitter has been a pretty consistent server for the Roadrunners so far in this game. She should be able to pull them out on a point for this one, as long as the Storm defense doesn't return. We got the refs getting ready to call the ball. It is whistle blown. Bitter serve, and the ball is up and over right to Nadia Luna, who goes and also for the hit, unfortunately was gone out, but they are calling a touch on the block. That is Roadrunner point, or I'm sorry, that is a Chemeketa Storm point. They are still in this game, 19-24, as number 9, Taylin Wright, goes back to serve for the Storm. She hasn't seen much floor time yet, Nick. What are we thinking?
Admittedly, it looked like it was a really rough call, but I think one of the Roadrunners' hands got on it, as this will be blown for the Roadrunners. And that is a nice way to win a set there late. Admittedly, it looked like it was going to be a back and forth, but they ruled it that her hand got over the net, and just like that.
Yeah, that double call at the end there, that's got to be very disheartening for that set point, excuse me.
And that is the largest lead they've had all day to win a set.
Thank you for tuning in to KBVR-TV. We will be back after this message. Welcome back to our KBVR broadcast here at the Lynn Benton Roadrunners versus Chemeketa Storm game here in Albany, Oregon. I'm Jenna Benson here with Nick Munoz. We are into the fourth set after we have 2 wins for Roadrunners, 1 on Storm. How are we feeling, Nick?
Well, for Chemeketa in this one, the first 2 sets have gone somewhat successful for them when you look at overall production-wise. Of course, in that first set, they scored 22. In the second, they were able to pull off the win, 25. But in that third one, they looked a little weaker than they have. So hopefully in this fourth one, they can come out with more energy, as you see there with the low strike.
That was a very nice hard swing from number 11, Ayana Benavides, who's now going back to serve for the Storm. She has been their power hitter in the last time they are matched up against the Roadrunners, and she is keeping that title in this game. We've had a solid serve, and then we have a return from number 8 on the Roadrunner side and up. We are having a good rally so far. Pass from Nicole Ebbs to the opposite, and it is out on a hit from number 9, Taylin Wright, Storm. That is 1 point for Lynn Benton Roadrunners.
That was well out of bounds by Wright, but I like taking the shot toward the corner. You can take those contested balls and have them possibly land up in your favor. So taking a shot deep like that, I like the strategy for Chemeketa to keep them in this one.
Ayana Benavides with that back row attack. She is, oh, that is a point for the Storm. Number 4, Sierra Summer getting up on that block, hands on that ball, and that she shut down that swing from the Roadrunners very quickly. She is now out, and in is number 12, Hannah Callaway.
Sierra Summer did not have a very productive game the last time these two have seen each other, but today she's been one of their overall more productive players with 5 kills.
Immediately getting into this set, it is 3-1 Chemeketa Storm. This has been a good lead so far for them coming into the set. A swing and a serve from Nicole Ebbs, and there we go. A kill from Annabelle Peterson on the Roadrunners, who is now back to serve. She's got an arm on her, and she is putting it to good use here. Storm defense is down and ready for this, and it's up and right to number 2, Kayla Welk, their setter. Looks like they're setting up an outside hit from Nadia Luna, which unfortunately has gone out. It went past the marker on the net, and we are doing another serve from Annabelle Peterson.
And just as quickly as they had a fantastic 3-1 lead, we're all tied up now, 3-3.
And a nice save, and an outside or opposite swing right to Peterson. Another opposite return from the Genis on the Roadrunners, and that is a Roadrunner point from that swing. The return was only 1 touch long, unfortunately. Peterson back for another serve in this game. Down and ready on the Storm defense. Ball is up and over right to Benavides. Middle, oh, a save, free ball from our outside here. Oh, unfortunately, Macy Reeser has swung it into the net. The blockers were up on that ball. She would have had to swung much farther and a cross-cut hit to be able to get around those 2 blockers that they put up on her. We have number 10, Brooklyn Lindsay, going back to serve for the Storm.
Chemeketa, they're keeping this one close. Again, we saw them loosen up on the lead a bit as the Roadrunners came storming back, but now it's looking to be like another amazing set between these 2 teams.
We are tied 4-4 currently, and a swing from number 7 on the Storm, Molly Schaffpfeifer, I don't believe has been in yet, and a block and a shutdown on that one. That was a good point for the Roadrunners there. Unfortunately, Nadia Luna's swing was not able to clear those hands.
And Ava Elliott getting involved pretty late there. We haven't seen much of her today, haven't called her name, but there she gets in with the block. And she's been really good at that all season so far, so I have to give credit there, getting around the line, being aggressive. That's her 8th block of the year.
Oh, and an opposite swing into the net. Didn't touch the blocker's hand, so we are calling that a 4 touch on the Roadrunner side. We have number 8, Nadia Luna, going back to serve for the Storm, tied up 5-5. This is a neck-and-neck set, as they all have been. These teams do not want to quit.
No, this Chemeketa team is not ready to give up and leave this center with a loss, whilst the Lynn Benton Roadrunners are looking to get their 11th home win of the year. This is going to be a close one down to the wire.
Ooh, unfortunately, Benavides went for a push with her fingers there, and it went out of bounds on the Roadrunners' side. Far court, we are having some substitutions on both teams, changing up these lineups. These players are getting their floor time. Number 12, Macy Reeser, back to serve for LB.
Reeser so far has been one of their better players overall. She has 8 kills. She has a 1 assist. She has been a great overall asset for this Roadrunner team today, as that ties it up again.
That was a beautiful swing from number 12, Hannah Calloway, on Chemeketa Storm. She has quite the arm, and she's got the height. She is a powerful middle hitter, and she has earned her position there. She is back to serve currently. Roadrunners defense is ready for this ball, and it has gone out of the back. Score is 7-6 Roadrunners, but we'll see what happens after Monahan serves for the Roadrunners.
Hannah Calloway's serve was just a little too high and a little too hard out of bounds, and it results in breaking what was the 3rd tie of this set.
A nice up from Luna and a down from Benavides, dug by Macy Reeser, set out to Lucy, and Schuler has gotten a kill on that play. We have another point for the Roadrunners. Monahan back to serve once more.
Schuler there with her 2nd kill of the game. We've already seen a lot of players get involved early on. We've seen it now come down to just only a few names so far getting kills. But there for the Roadrunners, we're seeing some other players who haven't found their name on the stat sheet yet get involved.
That was a nice run there on the Chemeketa Storm side. They had that play lined up from their set, and they ran a 1 with that, and it tooled the Roadrunners and earned them that point. We have a serve coming in from Kayla Welk. And a beautiful swing down from Annabelle Peterson on the Roadrunners. That was a solid swing. There was no spin on that ball. It was hitting the ground.
Peterson, she may be deserving game ball after this one. She's been having an awesome performance. 4 digs. That's her 9th kill. 1 assist. She has been doing fantastic today.
And unfortunately, Josie Jennis just served a ball into her own teammates, and it is now Storm's ball. Benavides back to serve. We are sitting 8-9 Roadrunner lead. The ball is over and shanked by number 2, Mia Monahan. And we have Benavides going back for another serve.
And there you have it, the 4th tie of this set. It looks like the Roadrunners, they're not out of this one yet. If they're able to pull off this win, they end the game. But as for Chemeketa, they are not ready to say goodbye yet.
A nice up and a swing from Peterson that unfortunately went out. But Reeser, Jennis, and all of the Roadrunners were making great plays on that one to return that ball. We have another serve coming their way. It was out. Benavides has an arm on her, and it unfortunately was her demise on that point.
It's a strong, lean hit, and I like the aggression overall, but again, it flies out of bounds, and thus is a mute point.
We have Schuler back to serve for the Roadrunners, giving it to Benavides, back row, and it's served out. Luna hit into the blocks. That is a Roadrunner point. We had number 8, Annabelle Peterson, and 13, Lucy Schuler, go up on that ball, and they shut it down.
The Roadrunners now officially crossing that 10-point margin at 11-10. Again, if we see this series of events go differently for Chemeketa, this Roadrunner team could call a game pretty easily if they keep playing this loose.
We have some powerful hits going back and forth on these teams, and they are being returned. It is good volleyball being played right now. Reeser tooling the Storm, earning the point, 12-10 Roadrunner lead. Lucy Schuler back to serve once more. This has been a fantastic game so far, Nick.
That was an awesome block there by Reeser. And just like that, this Roadrunner team is slowly but surely pulling away. They want to make this game end quickly and fast to cement their dominance today.
That was a nice swing from Reeser right to Nicole Ebbs cross court. Straight down. We are setting up Reeser for another swing, and it goes off the blocker's hands, dug by Ebbs. And Luna takes a swing at it, and it unfortunately goes out, and that is a Roadrunner point. She was going for a line hit right there, and it did not go her way.
If it was just a little more inside, that possibly could have been on the Roadrunners off a tipped finger, but instead it stands for the Roadrunners instead of on Chemeketa, and now it remains a 13-10 game as the Roadrunners continue to walk away with this one.
Lucy Schuler remains back to serve. We're having some confusion with the balls here, and she has been armed.
I believe it looks like the Chemeketa coach is talking with the lead ref, seeing if they're going to notice anything different here.
I think they might have prematurely switched out their middles there, Nick. We have number 4 in and number 12 out. Summer in, Holloway out. Up by Schuler, down straight to Luna. A nice up, and it's over. Oh, that was beautiful from Reeser. A nice set into that one pocket. That is the Roadrunners' favorite spot on the Storm's court, is that bit right behind their opposite.
Maisie Reeser, we pointed her out in the opening. She's been one of the best players for Lynn Benton all year long. And there she continues her fantastic night as that point goes against the Roadrunners there.
Yep, that is a Storm point. We had a player in the net on the Roadrunners side. We are sitting 11-14. Roadrunner lead, but the Storm are coming back with a vengeance. A nice swing from Nicole Ebbs over the net. We got an opposite setup, and it was shanked. That was a great kill by number 9, Amy Pappas, on Lynn Benton Roadrunners.
That was right off of Weckel's hands, going right in the direction of the sideline after it bounced off her, going into the stands. That was a really good set of plays there for the Roadrunners to continue to add on to this lead.
A tight pass up there, but it was saved, and a free ball over the net. Sets up Macy Reeser, and it was dug by Benavides. These two players have been going back and forth this whole game. We have another outside from Reeser, which was blocked, dug, and we are setting up the opposite. Pappas for another point right down there. Benavides was unable to get to that ball.
That was a beautiful strike by Pappas. No doubt about it, that was in. Now that's what you want to see when you take your aggressive shots deep near the line. And now the Roadrunners are slowly but surely close to calling this one a game.
Chemeketa Storm head coach Irwin, has called a timeout, and he is talking to his players. We are sitting 11-16, Roadrunner lead. Head coach Jamie Frazier looks pretty ecstatic for her players. She is high-fiving, or pardon me, she's not high-fiving. She is gesturing for the far ends, I'm assuming, of a net, talking through her defenders right now.
With this 5-point lead overall for Chemeketa, or excuse me, for the Roadrunners against Chemeketa, I would assume that the Storm would play a little more aggressive late here, as they got to somehow find a way to keep this alive, because, you know, this is close to being the game, you know.
Storm are heading back out to their spots on the court, but Coach Frazier is taking advantage of this timeout and letting her players talk a bit longer. We have Annabelle Peterson back to serve for the Roadrunners. Let's see whether the Storm defense back row has been hyped up from that timeout.
Again, it may be a pretty bit of a daunting lead, but it's not impossible to come back from.
There have been worse deficits even in this game, and they are setting up Amy Pappas again for a nice swing. She saves her own ball there off the block. Macy Reeser with a deep push. And number 8 on Storm, Nadia Luna hits it out of the court. That is 17 points for the Roadrunners. Peterson remains serving.
And that's 4 unanswered points so far, back to back to back to back for the Roadrunners. Chemeketa is slowly but surely trailing behind and getting out of this one.
And Peterson serves it out on the left side. Chemeketa Storm is coming back. This is their redemption point. Looks like we have number 7, Jocelyn Market, back to serve.
Again, we're seeing younger players get in and have an attempt to get a shot at serving. We've seen both sides do it a lot in here. We're seeing Chemeketa doing it one more time late in this one.
That was an out ball, but Amy Pappas passed it up anyway, and Nicole Ebbs shanked that hit, from Maisie Reeser. Roadrunners get another point. It is 18-12 with Claire Bitter back to serve.
Roadrunners, they're getting closer and closer. They can smell that victory. I would not be surprised if they get more aggressive with their play style here.
It looks like the Chemeketa Storm had put in number 7, Jocelyn Market, as their setter. I wonder if they are trying to change up their setup lineup to get their hitters what they need for these hard swings. That is another point. Oh, that is a Storm point on that ball. That must have gone down on Roadrunner's side.
Looked close, but I do like the calling overall.
A nice over right to number 13, Schuler. Down from Macy Reeser to number 3, Claire Bitter. Unfortunately, unable to get it off of that block. It is Storm's point, and Nadia Luna back to serve once again.
The Roadrunners are playing a dangerous game here. They had a very strong, daunting lead, but slowly they're letting Chemeketa come back into this one. I hope to see more aggressive overall play style around the net.
Oh, it looks like number 3, Claire Bitter, is now setting for the Roadrunners as well. She had been mostly just back rowing, but looks like both teams are switching up their setters. They are working out what is going to be best for their players on this game. We have 15-18 Roadrunner lead, but unfortunately, number 16 on the Roadrunners, Ava Elliott, hits it into the net. She had her arm way too low for that swing, and we have another timeout. Coach Jamie Frazier called that.
And Ava Elliott on that last one, even beforehand, you would also then see Lana Gillis. She attempted to take a good strike around the net, but both would end up falling either out of bounds or shy of going into bounds against the Chemeketa Storm. But as for the Roadrunners, Lynn Benton has been trying their best overall to keep this game close. But when you look at both teams, Chemeketa, they have been coming back from huge leads all throughout this matchup, and they look to possibly tie this one with 2 points in their favor, whilst the Roadrunners, they could smell victory, and yet slowly, error after error on their part, going into the nets, a few big mistakes by sending balls way too hard out of bounds. It just resulted in a ton of points go against them, and so far, I think the Roadrunners, they have an opportunity to get back into this one, but as for the Chemeketa Storm, they have the opportunity to possibly come back and make it a fun ball game.
And we will see with this serve from Nadia Luna. That is solid, goes over right to Schuler. Set up for Macy Reeser, and she scores on that swing in that opposite position. She's going back to serve. Does not look like we will have a substitution for Josie Essner on this Roadrunner side. Ball up and over, right to the Storm, saved by Benavides, and a free ball over to Monahan. Another one to number 15, Lana Gillis, out. That is going to be a kill for her. That was a beautiful swing, and it went right to a defender, but they smacked it right back outside. We are sitting 20-16, lead Roadrunners.
Right off of the defender's hands. She attempted to send it back in bounds, but it ends up going well out of bounds, and the Roadrunners are able to hold on to that lead.
The Roadrunners tried to save that ball off of that block, but they were unable to get that coverage back inside of their court, and it hit the floor, and now it is a Storm ball. Number 12, Hannah Calloway, back to serve.
I would assume that Chemeketa hopefully would play more aggressive on the back half as well. We've seen several times throughout the game them leaving the back half of the court completely wide open as they do there. And you would hopefully want to tighten that up more as the Roadrunners 3 points away from calling this one good night.
Jocelyn Marker tried to save that ball, but she was unfortunately too far up with her base position. That swing was too deep for her to save. And we got a nice tip over from number 4, Sierra Summer. Swing into the block, and that is on Storm's side. That is a Roadrunner point. Monahan back to serve, 22-17, Roadrunner lead. We have 3 more points in this set, and it will be a Roadrunner win if they get them. A nice down, simple tip down from Lucy Schuler up at that net. She sent it right to Chemeketa Storm's feet on that one.
That's a 4-point run there for the Roadrunners. They're on fire right now. They have the rhythm. Let's see if they can put this one away and call game.
That was a nice solid swing serve from Monahan. A nice dig from Macy Reeser out to Lucy Schuler. Swing into that same number 1 spot on the court. That deep corner has been the Roadrunners' favorite point, and that has put them at match point in this set, 24-17. If Montague scores on this, the Roadrunners win. Oh, Peterson with the win. That was beautiful. That was quite the swing. She win it. It tipped off of a defender's hands, and now we are going to watch as these teams go up and high-five each other and wish them good game, because that was quite the matchup, Nick. 25-17 in the set 4.
That was a fun one. That was a really good back and forth. The first 2 sets admittedly were a little more entertaining than the last 2, both going over 20 points. But nonetheless, the Roadrunners were able to get back on board and get the reins, and were able to pull away with the win. What a great way to defend home turf, as the Lynn Benton Roadrunners officially sit at 11-2 in home play so far this season. This is the exact type of push they needed as they send the Chemeketa Storm packing with a loss.
We will see you for post-game interviews after this break.
You'll send it to them when we're back.
Send it to you, Brady. Welcome back to KBVR KBVR's broadcast. We are here. I am Jenna Benson, joined here by Nick Munoz, and we are going to send you to our sideline reporter, Brady Elliott, with Macy Reeser from the Roadrunners.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Macy Reeser, leading the team in kills tonight. Macy, how did you think of your team's performance tonight?
I thought we started off pretty strong in the first set. I think our energy could have been like a little bit better, but altogether we just like pulled it out, pulled through, relied on each other to just put the ball down and do our jobs.
Awesome. After losing a really close second set, what were some things that coach was saying in the huddle to regroup you guys?
That we all just have to do our jobs. When we're on the court, we have to just read the other team, see where the setter's going, putting our blocks up, and then just like putting all-out energy onto the court no matter what.
Awesome. And as I mentioned earlier, leading the team in kills tonight, what do you do as preparation for performing?
We do a lot of hitting drills, especially with having our biggest blocks in practice. So we have to go against like 3 blocks in practice or 2 blocks, and we just do as many reps as we can, and just hitting at the block, trying to use high hands, tooling the block. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Brady Elliott. The final score was 3-1 for Lynn Benton. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you for that interview, Brady. We are back here in the booth. As you just said, it was a 3-1 set match against the Schmeketa Storm. Our Lynn Benton Roadrunners put them down with that final set. They were neck and neck most of the game, but the Roadrunners pulled through at the end there.
A 25-17 game for the Lynn Benton Roadrunners. A thriller, a back-and-forth seesaw game in both first 2 sets as the Roadrunners were able to fight and claw their way back after an initial 1-1 series between the first 2 sets. But in the last 2, the Roadrunners fully pulled away and were able to win some close ones up until that final series where they were able to run off 6 unanswered points to pull away and win with the final score of 25-17 in that last set to win 3-1 overall. Jenna, this game was fantastic. This was a great back and forth. I think the Roadrunners did an awesome job overall playing defensive ball, as when you look around the net, they were able to keep their outside hitters involved, take their deep shots down. As for Schmeketa, you'd hope to drop more people back so that they can cover those pockets near the corner, as they left a lot of that back part of the court completely wide open. But other than that, they were very much more alive in this one, as just in the first set alone, Schmeketa scored almost as many points as they did in all 3 sets in that 0-3 blowout loss at home in the Storm Center. But here in the Athletic Center for the Lynn Benton Roadrunners, they were able to pull off with the win.
I believe it's safe to say that Annabelle Peterson, number 8 for the Lynn Benton Roadrunners, is an MVP from this game, scoring that match set point. That was quite a swing. Her arm should be iced tonight. She was hitting the ball all 4 sets, scoring points left and right for their team. Their offense and defense was on point tonight, Nick.
They were, and when you look at both units, they were overall, they were very good at being able to put these late sets away. When you saw that first set, it was back and forth, and then the Roadrunners put it away with their lead. In the second set, the Roadrunners started to fall behind, and Schmeketa made them pay for it. But then in the third and fourth set, the Roadrunners got more comfortable leads and slowly but surely began to run away with it, and just a fantastic overall finish. Lynn Benton goes home with a win, 17-5 overall on the season, 11-2 at home, and now 7-2 in conference play. They are going to make a jab for that overall first place spot in the South region of the Northwest Athletic Conference. Jenna, I think this Roadrunner team could be very special and possibly aim for another championship.
Absolutely, Nick. Their offense is off the hook here. But of course, they couldn't do what they've been doing without their back row players, their liberos, their defensive specialists, and of course, their setters. And we want to give a special thank you to Mark Majeski, the Director of Athletics at Lynn Benton Community College, and Tim Mullerstrom, the Facilities Coordinator, who were able to help us get this broadcast set up today.
And of course, I'd want to give a big shout out to everyone here on the KBVR-TV crew coming out and putting their best foot forward for the best broadcast with this awesome overall matchup between the Road Runners and the Chemeketa Storm. You couldn't ask for a better overall series between the two.
Tune in to our next LBCC volleyball broadcast November 1st, where we are going up against Rogue Community College. Thank you for watching, and this has been KBVR TV.